So today we're working on the Picasso and we're going to fix the exhaust, which is just flapping around. It did have a temporary repair quite a long time ago, but obviously that is no longer effective. So I did make a temporary repair here, but then it's just rusted out further back, and then this part here rusted out again. So we'll put a new back box on it. We didn't necessarily have to, but this is so rusty here it'll probably go again soon. So whole new back box, we'll put in a whole new centre pipe, and at the moment I've just tied it up out of my way so that I can get to the bolts, which are basically just up here. There's two bolts that hold it in. I'll show you that up close. Along the other side of the car, past the silencer, and then we have two nuts up here. They are 10 and 10, and then the back side is a 13mm. So you need a fairly long extension to get up there. I've got the spanner jammed on one side, and that means that I can undo this with the ratchet. Mine are coming off really easily, but they might fight you. They're not kind of notorious really for breaking. This doesn't actually look like it was done all that long ago. Ooh, just about get your fingers up there. Okay. So once we get the nut off, we've got a little washer and then a spring, and then our bolt goes back through the other way, and that's it, disconnected. And now we need to do the same on that side. So for this one up here, you can see my spanner just up there. I've got that kind of like wedged, and then I've got that nut just here in the bottom corner, and that's the one I'm just undoing. I actually find it quite difficult to hold the spanner and undo the nut, so you can get just a normal size spanner wedged up there in that corner, and then that nut will just come off nice and easy. And obviously just beware, once you get those two bolts out the top, there's nothing else holding that exhaust on. And in my case, there's literally nothing holding it on apart from that wire down there. There should be another hanger at the end, but mine's just completely rotted away. So note to self, don't drop an exhaust on your face. Now the dog can see the rabbit. Just have to untangle all of this mess here. And there we go. And then she's out and down on the ground. Yeah, the light's not great. There we go. That's the exhaust down. Now we just need to pop off the back box, which is just on a couple of hangers. So there's two hangers holding on the back box. There's one just up there, and then there's one just up there, and then you just slip the back box off of them. When they're rusty like this, they can be a bit of a pain, but that's all that's holding in the back box. That's why it's wobbling around when it's not connected to the centre pipe. And that's it with the back box out. I find it easier to push this one here off. Just get a hammer and screwdriver, or a hammer and a pry bar, and tap that one there off this way. Once this one here is off, it's dead easy just to slip the whole back box off of that one there. That's what I found anyway. So that's the entire exhaust removed. Now all we need to do is fit up the new one. So in order to get this gasket off, I'm just putting a little screwdriver behind it, and then I'm just twisting the screwdriver like that, and just gradually working the gasket forward until she comes away. So we've got the old one off, that's there, and now all we need to do is just slip on the new one, which just goes over that. Might need a little bit of persuasion. I find just twisting it a little bit helps get it over. And then that's it, ready to accept our new pipe. So I've slipped the exhaust there over the subframe, and I've just tied it off here. Obviously a lot of people here will use an axle stand to hold it. I find that a bit cumbersome. This kind of holds it a bit better. Less likely for you to accidentally knock it off. Oops, like when I do that. And now all we need to do is slip that onto there and get our bolt started. So then once we've got that bolted back up with the new gasket in there, it's just on to fit in the back box basically. So unfortunately there should be a little bracket that goes here for this hanger. Mine's completely rotted away, so I've ordered one. It's not here yet, but this will be fine for the time being, just to hold it up nice and straight. This clamp here on the back box just tightens up, 213s. I always recommend getting a new clamp because the old ones can just snap themselves in half just with the rust of them. That's done. And then this is just put back together the same way as it came apart. One exhaust hanger there and one exhaust hanger there. And that's it. That is one successfully fitted exhaust, and then all you need to do is just start it up and test for leaks.